bring a good update on our Parks Master Plan.
Well, before the meeting started, I set a copy of the master plan on top of your stacks. I notice now that it's at the bottom of the two stacks. That went over real big. But I'll be brief. We have, about the last year, worked with our park board, as we always do, in updating the master plan. So what I would like to ask of you is, between now and hopefully the next meeting, if you have the time to look through it. A lot of it will be familiar to you from the last plan. We've only updated a few of the sections. I'll bring your attention to a few of those. The demographic information, obviously, since the last update, we've had the census, so a lot of the demographic information has changed. Obviously, our inventory information has changed, and that is, as you go through our park system, what you will find, everything from the number of trash cans to the number of picnic tables, grills, everything that you see in our park system. So obviously that has changed as well. Improvements on page 34, that is as we complete projects in our various parks throughout the city, we document that so that we can include it in the plan and keep you updated on what we've done since the last update. Our participation numbers obviously have changed, and that is in all sports and in all the activities, visits, memberships and such to the Family Life Center. Our aquatic numbers obviously have changed quite a bit since the last update. And then the prioritization of needs. If I bring your attention to that, that's on page 63. That is what was recommended from staff to the park board, and now from the park board to the council. And again, we rank those by priority, and those are done in a way that hopefully, if and when grant funding becomes available from the state again, we will be able to apply for that based on the priorities that you see there. So if adopted at the next meeting, we will then send a copy to the state so that they can have on file. And as I said, if any opportunities come up in the future for grants, whether it's indoor, outdoor, or trails, we will be able to reference the copy that they will have on file in the state. Yes.
Quick question, you have these as high, but if you were going to rank them, let's say 1 through 10, as we go through and looking at funding, future funding, and our capital improvement plan, adoption of this park plan, will you have the opportunity to share with us what you would like to have done first, the park board like that first, so on and so forth as we move forward?
Well, we used to do a numerical ranking. We chose in the last update, you might remember, to go to a high, kind of a moderate, medium, and low. And we did that because we felt that by numerically ranking those, we might have put ourselves at a bit of a disadvantage if an opportunity did come up with the state, that if it wasn't a number one, for instance, that they would view that as not a very high priority. So we decided to do it that way so that if those opportunities come up, it might fare for a little more favorable recommendation from the city to the state as to what we would be asking for. So, but if there's anything in there that needs to change, obviously, updates are easy, much easier than a complete revision of the master plan. As you remember, a few years ago we did that. That was quite an undertaking. So this was much easier to do, but it still took a lot of time, and we wanted to make sure that we got the correct information in there, particularly as it relates to those priorities from the park board to you.
Do you see opportunities in the future for us to, I know we've done it in the past and we've done a great job doing it as we move forward, but more of the community type parks and things like that, maybe inside neighborhoods and stuff like that, when we have those opportunities to get small pieces of property to do small neighborhood parks?
Yes, sir. In fact, I think based on what's available or what could become available, I think that would be just about all we could do with these neighborhood parks. I don't think destination parks, community parks, there's just not enough property, I don't think, available unless somebody decided that they wanted to donate lots of acreage to the city specifically for a park. But absolutely, I think there are opportunities to increase our neighborhood park inventory.
I bring that up because the opinion shared with what Meridian's doing with their park system, that internal park, and I thought that was a great idea as we start looking at our neighborhood parks and stuff like that.
you might notice there, the number, or the highest ranked priority for us is acquisition of property. And you might remember, that is because the state, that is the number one indicator in the grant application for the state is any acquisition of property. So we thought it would be to our advantage to list that as a very high priority in our plans.
And I don't want you to be alarmed by that. I mean, there's no firm plan to go out and acquire more parkland specifically. But there are places that we know that we will likely acquire sometime. An example of that is where we're preparing a grant application right now for the park from 157 through the Glade Park area to connect to the Bedford and the Colleyville and ultimately the Grapevine Trail. Through that floodplain area, there will be an acquisition. It will be a donation, most likely, by the developer. By the same token, you'll probably see in the upcoming budget the recommended project for the Blessing Branch Trail, which goes from Midway Park through there where the sports buildings live, Arbor Glen, on the north side of that creek, actually out towards Fort Wiser. There's a little piece of that that we don't own, that's floodplain, that we'll probably be acquiring, most likely through donation. So there's a few other spots, but we don't have a whole lot more. There's no massive plan to go out and buy parkland. It is, but it is highly rated on the point system for the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department grants. So we need to keep that as a goal and look for opportunities. Secondly, we've talked a lot about those little pocket parks or whatever from an economic development standpoint to stimulate pride and properties, to look for opportunities to do that in every place possible. Not just look at parks, just need to replace the playground, just replace the playground. To look at new opportunities to redevelop the park into something better. Probably the dog park in the south. I would have never thought that dog park there would have been as successful, but it's just, it's like we're going to have to start giving us dogs a number of ways to get in there. And it's a pretty neat thing to see. So that's just an example. There's a demand out there. Even though it's not scratchy in my family, we don't have dogs. It's certainly for lots of trails. So Ray is looking at every opportunity. And, you know, when you manage departments, when you, those that you saw in those pictures a while ago, they're going to fix those departments up. And keep them high. We got to make sure we have amenities around there to attract folks. So that's part of our challenge.
That's a great point, because you sit down, Ray, and talk to people who come to use us, and how they know this, it's parks. You know, so I think it's all these life issues, absolutely. And I just applaud you for redoing this. I was looking forward to, I was waiting for the new one, right? You know it, I've asked you for several years, and this one looks good. Thank you, sir.
So that, we'll have an item on the next agenda to adopt.
One public hearing and recommendation to adoption.
So if you have questions in the next 2 weeks, don't hesitate to call Ray, me, or our park expert in the city manager's office. We're ready. So, do you have a park question?